Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Granville. I am a student at Liberty University and I am going to be talking about open mind portraits, or open-minded portraits, and how they can benefit student learning. Reading is a huge part of all subjects in school, especially language arts. Students of all grade levels do a lot of reading, whether it is individual reading, buddy or group reading, reading with their parents at home, or reading with their teacher in class at school. Sometimes it can be challenging for teachers to really engage students in the books that they are reading. Open mind portraits are a simple and easy way to get students involved and really thinking about what they are reading. For open mind portraits, you will need paper, a pencil or pen, colored pencils, a stapler, and scissors. First, the students will read a book. The book could be read as a class, or the students could read individually. Usually fiction works best, but you could also use a biography, as long as the students have an opportunity to connect with a character in the book. You do not have to read the whole book. Usually it is good to stop at important parts of the story, or sometimes even at the climax of the story. These areas of the story allow for more student interaction. Second, students will draw an outline of one of the character's head and neck. This is usually the main character, but could also be other important supporting characters. The students would then fill in the face and hair of the character, trying to keep an accurate representation with what the book has described of the character so far. The students will then cut out the outline of the face and neck. They will do this as well for one or more other blank sheets, which will be called the thinking pages. They will then staple the drawing of the face to the thinking pages. Next, the students will get to write words, sentences, or quotes and draw pictures on the thinking pages that are stapled to the face of the character. The students will be writing and drawing about how a character must be feeling and what they must be thinking at a certain point in the story. Lastly, the teacher will give an opportunity for each student to share their open mind portraits with their classmates and explain why they wrote and drew what they did. This allows for students to take pride and ownership in their work, and it also allows an opportunity for the teacher to do an informal assessment as the students present, and see how each student is doing with comprehension, and see if they're truly grasping the story and connecting with the characters. This project allows students to really explore a lot of aspects of a story. It allows them to connect with the characters. This can allow students to see what similarities and differences they have with the character, which is called a text-to-self connection. Most classrooms are very diverse. Students are all unique and have different family lives, cultural and religious backgrounds, different hobbies, different learning strengths, and different learning weaknesses. Even though students are all so different, open mind portraits are a great way to help students connect with one character in the book. When the book is made more personal to them, or they feel a connection with the character, they are often more likely to be excited and engaged in the story. Open mind portraits are also great for English language learners. Open mind portraits are each student visually representing what they have learned about a character and a story. Visual representations are a great way to get English language learners involved because they do not require much writing. They are not based on grammar or spelling, but they are based on comprehension and understanding. It is more abstract and not as rigid as writing a report. This will allow for English language learners a way to express what they have learned from a story and build on their comprehension skills, rather than solely on their technical ability to read and write English. To teach the students how to do an open mind portrait, teachers could do a mini lesson and go over all the aspects of the project, or they could just explain the project as they are having the students complete it. There are many benefits of open mind portraits, the main benefit being getting students involved in the story. They are a great way for teachers to see if the students are truly comprehending the story. They could also be a breath of fresh air for students who have a hard time putting their thoughts into words. The opportunity to draw what the character is thinking can be a great way for the more artistic students to show their comprehension. Open mind portraits have many benefits and are a great project for students of many grade levels. They would be a great project to complete with all students of a variety of different backgrounds. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope that you have found it useful and that you will consider using open mind portraits in your classroom. Thank you.